Yes, you might be wondering why. Why would this guy pick a different watch, a cheaper watch, like a Amazfit BIP 6 for 80 bucks, over a Samsung Galaxy 7 44mm LTE? Well, this is why. The watch is fine. I use OnePlus 10 Pro phone with it. I always like OnePlus phones. They work good. 5G works great. And the best part is you can root it. So you can weed out all the shit that you don't need. As you can see, it's Astronovis 13. NE2215. And the watch is here. It's connected. But it does not work on this phone, OnePlus 13. Astronovis 15. So when I try to install Galaxy Wearable, this is what I get. Try again. I've sent feedback. No luck. Galaxy Wearable does not install. Even though it says compatibility for your device. Yeah, it says it works on my device, but there's no way to install it. Can't install this. Can't install any Samsung thing except I think Samsung Galaxy Buds. That's the only thing I can install. Samsung Galaxy apps. Samsung Galaxy Watch Manager. Nope, can't install. Samsung Watch 7 plugin. Nope, can't install that shit either. So, this is why there's a bip on my wrist. I primarily use it for notifications and phone calls. And the phone calls are surprisingly same quality as the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 LTE. They really are. You don't have to believe me. Just get it for yourself and you will see that when you're talking, you can actually hear. And the speaker is very loud. Sometimes I think the speaker is louder than the Samsung watch. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. It does not work with OnePlus 13, the newest Astronovis software, which is, well, the most recent one. It just doesn't work. Too bad, Samsung, you suck. We got 4 watches to deal with. Which one is best? You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got a active 2 round left, BIP 6, Galaxy 7 44 LTE, and active 2 premium square. Now this one's an LTE, but it's not connected, so they all have different features. They're all different. They all count steps differently, so take a note. We have 19 steps on this one, 16 on this one, 41 on the Samsung, and 3 on the square. I'm gonna go wash my hands now. You know, the stuff that you do. You do wash your hands with a watch on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 steps we did one way and 7 the other, so that's 14 steps. How many do we have now? 19, 32, 64. What was wrong with the square one? Didn't count at all. Fishy stuff. So Samsung is counting washing hands as steps. So is the bib. The Active 2 Premium Round, it has 19 steps, so 14 steps back and forth. Somewhat accurate. But this one, it's at 13 now. Strange. $19, $32, $64, $13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I pretend I'm washing my hands. Yes, I love to wash my hands. Now this is just to show you that some of these watches count steps when you wash your hands. So how accurate is that? When your watch is counting the things that you don't do. Oh look, now I got 50, 42, 107 on the Samsung. Still 13 on the Square. That's weird. So something's wrong with the Square. Oh, it is on, it is functioning. The Square one I don't like. Samsung is nice. Obviously it's a Samsung, so it's gonna have all kinds of stuff in it. Bigger screen, obviously. You can make phone calls. You have your apps. Yeah, plenty of Google apps. Like messages and stuff, so you can send actual messages. These active watches, you can receive a message, but you can't really reply to all your messages. Once you get a message, you can only reply to that one message. So if you get 2 from different people, you only reply to the first one that you got. And you can't send a message. So for example, you only have a phone, that's it. You cannot send a message. There's no messaging app. Obviously Samsung is better. It has pretty much everything. It works both ways. You can make, receive, do all kinds of stuff. Is it accurate? I don't know. I don't think I did 107 steps. The Active 2 Square seems to be inactive, as you can see. Still is 13 steps, which is very strange. So between this Square and the Bib 6, yeah, this one has the thermometer so you can measure your skin, just in case you touch yourself and you don't feel your temperature. I think it has a barometer in it to check, barometer, checking pressure, like atmospheric pressure, not the pressure in your body, obviously. Where is this one here? Barometer. Is it the same? Kind of, I guess, right? Close enough. Let's see the compass. Yes, spin your wrist. Yes, calibrate, calibrate. And then this one. So, another few things that are not so good with this one, aside from not counting steps. When it comes to exercises, the automatic exercising stuff, it doesn't really work. It doesn't take automatically, doesn't really work out very well. It's not the best. It's like supposed to be a really nice watch, this and that, but it might be good for a little kid, not for. Oh, that's ring alerting. This one also alerted. Always some interruptions. Okay, I just went downstairs. I live in a two-story house. There were 16 steps downstairs, and I mean 16 steps total. Let's see what these watches did. Active 2 round 206, bip 252, Samsung 252. Wow. And active 2 square 189. Somehow woke up midway downstairs and started counting steps, but it's still way off. But the most accurate that I found is this one, the active 2 round. Pretty much accurate when it comes to steps, but when it comes to activities and working out, the bip 6 has the best automatic workout detection system. So when you start working out, it will detect how many reps you do. Sometimes it's off by 1, which is not a big deal, but it counts pretty good and harder than everything else. The active 2 round doesn't work for automatic workout detection. I don't know why. It does have the most recent software. They all are updated to the most recent version. Zep OS 5. Even the bip 6 is running on the same Zep OS 5. And yes, the active 2 square is also updated. See, Zep 5. I also wanted to notice that it has pretty big storage. 170 megabytes available storage on the square. On the round one, 130 compared to 170, and the bip has only 94 available storage, which I removed all the possible applications like that Zep flow and all that stuff. But like I said, when it comes to activities and workouts, the square is definitely the worst, the slowest, and it just doesn't really work. Like for activities, no, this is more like for somebody in the office that barely moves. For someone that does workouts, the bip 6 is obviously the winner. For someone that likes kind of both. I would say the Active 2 round is really good. Now I got two different notifications here. There's a green thing on the top, which you try to press the icon and it shows you weather because of the design here. Even though I go all the way down. Oh, there it is. Shows you ring notifications. Same thing with this one. But the screen is obviously larger, a lot larger. And the font size is the same. So if you compare all these watches, you can clearly say which one is bigger, which one is smaller. And the Samsung obviously, well, didn't catch because it's not connected to my phone. So like I said, replying to messages, you can only reply to one message and that's it. If you have two or three, no, it's not going to work. As far as how much they stick out, the Active 2 round seems to be most flush. Samsung is pretty thick, pretty bulky, but look, Samsung is a Samsung. You have NFC pay, which means you can pay using the phone. These you cannot. I believe this one and this one you can, but only in Europe, not in USA. Samsung has back and forth features for messaging, obviously, emails, all that stuff you can do. You can pretty much add all the stuff from your phone here. Everything's here. More refined. When it comes to fitness, it's pretty accurate. It has a lot of stuff that these watches don't have, you know, but the most important one is phone calls. Samsung is really good. I'm not going to show it because it's not connected, but it sounds crispy and clear, like really crispy and clear. Others were also complaining about the screens, that they collect a lot of fingerprints and other crap when you play with them. So here, put my sweaty palm on it. Bip 6, clean. The Active 2 round, pretty clean. Look at the Active 2 square. I hope it's visible. You can see my whole palm print on it. Samsung's got a screen protector on it, so it's gonna show a little bit of screen contact. See, like fingerprint, fingerprint. The Bip 6, I don't see any fingerprints. Active 2, yeah, a little one. But this Square 2, I mean the Active 2 Square is just horrible. The glass feels like it's really, like, it doesn't glide. See, I'm pressing lightly and it's like dragging. Bip 6, very smooth. The Active 2 round, also very smooth. So I don't know what kind of sapphire glass is this, but this looks like more like beer bottle glass. It sucks. So far, for me, I'm still debating between the Bip 6 and Active 2 round. I like the round one. It's nice. Well, the really nice thing about it is the faces. There's a lot of watch faces, a lot more than they are for this one. This one's a little bit more limited because of the screen design and how it's made. Samsung also has a lot of screen faces. I like the simple ones. I don't like no mumbo jumbo crap. This one is also the same as the Bip 6. It has kind of limited. There's a lot of paid ones, but you know, it's everyone likes something else. Not everybody likes, you know, what others like. I just chose this one because it's nice. I don't need the UV or the sun on top or the temperature. I know how hot it is outside. I don't need the barometer pressure or elevation. I just want time, steps, battery, and a date. That's all I want. Kind of like this one is. But this one comes with a little ball that goes up and down. Yeah, what can you do? So to summarize, which one would you pick? Well, it's all your preference. Which ones do you want? Obviously Samsung is Samsung. It's loaded with all the features. NFC payments, replying, and all that stuff. Google Messages, well, basically everything that you have on your phone, plus more. These are pretty much budget watches. But for exercises and stuff, Bip 6 is definitely the winner. For somebody in the office that sits and, whatever, types or doesn't do much, the Active 2 Square is a good choice if you like smaller watches. If you got bigger hands, you need a bigger watch. So this is a 44mm Samsung, and this Active 2 Square is smaller. Screen is smaller, but well, what can you do? It does have nice features. Bezel, looks. Should it cost $130? Probably not. Especially when you can get the Samsung used for like $140. The Bip 6 is what, $80? It is nice. I wish the screen faces were available on this one like on this one, but eventually someone's gonna make more. Battery, I'm not gonna count battery. Battery is pretty long. Samsung is day and a half. These other ones, they all go for days. We all know that. That's because they don't have NFC and a lot of other stuff. You know, better Bluetooth, better Wi-Fi connection. Distance on these for phone calls is pretty good. I'm not gonna do phone calls on video because it shows the phone number, so I don't want people calling me, bothering me. But the Active 2 Square for phone calls, it's only good if it's about 4 to 5 inches away from your mouth. If it's about a foot away talking, the reception call on the other side is really, really low and really like muffled, like you got marbles in your mouth. Kind of like TicWatch. Samsung is exceptional from long distance and short distance talking. Clarity on Active 2 round is better than the Square, but the best one is on a Bip 6. Yeah, the cheapest one has the best call quality. Trust me, the speaker is very loud, it's very clear. When you talk, you can hear all the sounds, like you can actually distinguish a person saying hiss or piss. Not like on a TicWatch when you don't know if the guy is saying hiss or piss. So yeah. But call clarity on the Bip 6 is exceptional. Workout selections and automatic workout detection, really good. For workouts and someone that's active, the Bip 6, yes. The Active 2 round is in between quality and workouts. Yes, you do have to manually go from set to set. I don't know why, but it has good features. Screen is not as big as this one, obviously. You can see the size of it. So for those that care about screen size, Bip 6 is obviously the best choice. And also if you prefer, round or square, it's your choice. It's all a preference. Some people like round, some people like square. I always liked round because, well, Samsung has always been round. But once I touched the Bip 6, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna go square. Again, the steps, you can see which one's accurate, which one's not. The Square obviously missed a lot of them. And the Bip 6, well, if you're step conscious, then not the best choice for you. But if you want clear call quality and simple features and the price, then You know, you gotta lose one for the other, basically. If this one was as big as the Samsung, yeah, I'll definitely keep it. Screen's a little bit too small. Yes, you can make the font bigger, but then everything becomes bigger and everything's bloated up.